Joining me now is Brian McTaggart, who does a great job covering the Astros for MLB.com. Brian, thanks so much for being with us. A big blow to this Houston Astros rotation that was already without Lance McCullers Jr. We heard about José Urquidy, and now it appears that Luis Garcia is headed to the IL, of course, with Tommy John surgery. How big of a blow is this, if you could possibly quantify it?
Yeah, it's really a huge blow. I mean, losing Urquidy and Garcia on back-to-back games about 10 days ago really takes away what one of the Astros' biggest strengths were last year, and that was their starting pitching depth. If you remember in the playoffs last year, they had so much starting pitching depth that they moved Urquidy and Garcia to the bullpen, and each of them only pitched, I think, in one game apiece. So, this year, McCullers on the IL right from the get-go, and now they lose Urquidy and Garcia. Garcia going to be out for the year. I mean, he's one of their workhorse starters. Last couple of years has been right in the middle of that rotation, pitching right behind guys like Verlander and then McCullers. So he's a guy they counted on to make 32 starts and throw 200 innings, and they felt really good when he was on the mound, and now he's gone into next season. So right now their rotation is really thin. I mean, they have a couple of rookies in the rotation. Of course, Hunter Brown, their top prospect. When McCullers went down, he got a shot. They called up J.P. France, a 28-year-old prospect who did very well his first time out, 5 scoreless innings. And Brandon Bielak, who's bounced around between the minors and the big leagues the last few years, is in the rotation now. So they really need Framber Valdez to go out there tonight and be the ace that he is against, Ohtani is going to be very tough. Christian Garcia is still a very good starter. So, yeah, the Astros, I think, will be in the market for starting pitching, certainly when the trade deadline comes around.
Yeah, Framber Valdez looks to be the stopper tonight, hopefully. Going back to Luis Garcia for just a second, Brian, I know that MLB didn't like the rock the baby delivery. They kind of banned that. So he had to completely change his mechanics and his delivery. In your estimation, in your opinion, is that what led to him getting hurt, is the change of mechanics? What more can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I don't think so, Lana. I mean, he made a pretty seamless transition. I mean, he came to spring training, and they told him in December, you can't rock the baby anymore. I know that was a big disappointment for him, but also for Astros fans. I mean, one of the great highlights of the World Series parade last year was when the truck went by with Garcia at the top. All the fans, when they went by, were rocking the baby, and it was just such a signature move for him. But he looked really good in spring training. He eliminated, the 2 steps. He just took 1 step and then pitched. So he pitched very well in spring training and was pitching really well before he got hurt. He had 2 scoreless outings before he got hurt in the outing about a week ago. So I don't think it did. I haven't really had a chance to ask Luis that just yet, but he felt pain in his elbow. I think at about his 5th pitch of a start, and by pitch 8, he decided he had to shut it down. The forearm got really tight the next day. So really unfortunate blow for him. He was pitching so well and such a big part of this team.
Yeah, no question. With the loss yesterday, Brian, the Astros fall 1 game below 500. They haven't been in this position on May 9th since back in 2016. However, they're one of the best run franchises in all of baseball, and they have the resources and the front office to make a change. Other than starting pitching, how do they fix this in your estimation?
Well, yeah, they got to go get starting pitching. We know that. But, they suffered a couple of devastating injuries to the rotation. But they're getting healthy with the lineup. They got Chas McCormick back yesterday. He had been out, I think, about 3 weeks. Michael Brantley has rejoined the team here in Anaheim. We haven't seen him since June. Had shoulder surgery, has had a really long rehab. I think there's a chance we could see Michael Brantley back in the lineup by this weekend. And then the big one, of course, is José Altuve. He got hurt in the World Baseball Classic when he was hit. Fractured his right thumb, and without him at the top of the lineup, I mean, that changes everything, changes the complete dynamics of that whole lineup. Altuve's in AAA Sugarland taking live batting practice, and it sounds like he could start in minor league rehab coming up. I think they get Altuve back by the end of the month, so they could have Altuve and Brantley back in the lineup. So while they've suffered these injuries on the pitching staff, their offense is becoming a little more complete, but they're also going to need some guys to step up. José Abreu was their big free agent signing in the offseason. He's still waiting for his first home run, has not hit the ball very well at all. Alex Bregman, big game last night, has gotten off to a slow start. So maybe if those 2 guys get going, join Tucker and Alvarez, who have been carrying the offense, and they get healthy with Brantley and Altuve coming back, they'll start to look like the Astros of last year.
Yeah, you mentioned José Abreu and his slow start, still looking for his first home run, which is crazy to me to think that. Obviously, such a guy that can hit for average, hit for power, good clubhouse presence. What have you noticed with his stance in terms of, not maybe his stance, but just his approach, or in talking with him about what's not working well for him offensively?
Yeah, his strikeout numbers are up. He's not walking as much. His hard hit rate is down quite a bit. And I'll tell you what, I mean, one of the things I was impressed with him in spring training is, even despite everything he's accomplished in his career, this guy was working extremely hard at not only first base but hitting it. And after the game the other night, we were leaving the clubhouse in Seattle, and peeked at the batting tunnel there as we were walking out of the clubhouse. And after the game, José Abreu was in there hitting again, and he was out there the next day on the field early hitting. This is a career-long home run drought for him, and he's not hitting the ball hard. I mean, it seems there's a lot of bloop hits and weak contact. So he did have a double yesterday down the right field line. So it's not without effort. I mean, this guy really wants to get it going. The Astros do go to the White Sox this weekend, so maybe that environment will be one that he can get it going a little bit. But yeah, as we sit here in mid-May, he's still searching for his first home run, and that's really shocking.
Yeah, hard to believe, but he is putting the work in, hopefully gaining some traction here in the upcoming days. Brian McTaggart with MLB.com covering the Astros. We appreciate the information. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Alana.